on IBTV, Roku, and YouTube. Well, we got lots of stuff to talk about today. We're going to go get right into it with the NBA. Well, Trey, the NBA Finals are over. A sweep.
Quidditch.
You call them Quidditch.
Harry Potter. Brooms.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, the sweep would not have happened, folks, in my opinion, if that very first game, lots of controversy.
Yeah.
Lots of controversy. That was Cleveland's chance to win. And when they didn't win that first game is why they were swept.
And we find out later that LeBron was so mad, he punched the wall and broke his hand.
Yep.
And, that just brought, I told you during the game, that broke their back. And they never, ever recovered from that. Never recovered from that.
Oh, they never did. I mean, there was the questionable call by the ref.
Mm-hmm.
But even beyond that, you miss a free throw in a clutch situation. And then beyond that,
bad timeout.
you don't take the timeout.
Right.
So that's on the coach.
Right.
So it's a perfect storm.
Right.
And then you have J.R. Smith, who is a veteran,
Right.
doesn't know that they are tied, doesn't know how much time is left in the game,
Right.
and gets the rebound instead of scoring easily,
Right.
runs, not walks or dribbles, but runs the other way.
Right.
And then you come to the huddle, and this is why there's still growth to be had for LeBron James. You come to the huddle, and instead of settling everyone down, he is so pissed that he won't speak to anyone,
Right.
and he won't say anything to anyone. So if there was a chance for JR and the group to get themselves together for the overtime, it was lost right there.
Right there.
And of course, poor little Tyronn Lue.
Yeah, I don't
he's
know if he
just-
comes back as a coach next year. Do you
Well,
think so?
LeBron's not coming back, so maybe he will come back as a coach. But as far as the tenure with LeBron, which includes a world championship there with him, Tyronn, he's just glorified bellman.
Yeah.
I don't know if he might carry the bags or something, but has
They
no
got guys for that. It's the Cavaliers.
So it's very. What did you think about it?
Personally, I thought that first game broke their back, but I think KD balled out of this world. And when KD plays like that, nobody's better than him. I thought Steph Curry played out of his mind in the second game. I think they were just a better team overall. I didn't think it was going to be a sweep, but I thought that Golden State was the best team.
Yeah,
And nobody could beat. I mean, Klay Thompson, you have Kevin Durant, you have Draymond Green. I don't think anybody thought that Cleveland was going to win.
Right.
And
But you have to remember, man, Kevin Durant had a horrible game the first game.
yeah, bad game.
Yeah,
And the
bad.
next two games,
Right.
and he won the MVP,
Right.
folks. So
Now wasn't it the second game that Curry hit 9?
yeah, 35 points, 9 threes.
He had 9 threes, which is a record. He had so even with the first game, with the big three not playing all that well, everyone else plays well enough that they take Cleveland into overtime, and then it showed the maturity, the team play, and what a lot of people don't understand, folks, is when you get athletes that are at that level, athlete for athlete, the Warriors are not that much better than Cleveland. If they might be even, but they don't have the camaraderie, they don't have the charisma, they don't work, they don't like each other the way that the guys on the Warriors like each other. We know from, if you didn't know, folks, you know now from Kyrie Irving that LeBron James will wear on you.
And that's another thing I wanted to mention. I've noticed that he's really tough, not only to play with, just as tough to be around. I mean, you look at Kevin Love, who was a double-double machine in Minnesota, and would be a double-double machine on the Lakers, would be a double-double machine in Golden State. He can't do anything. It's very tough to play with LeBron.
Right.
On the court, it's tough to play with him, but off the court, too.
Well, and that's because off the court, the teams that build that camaraderie, they do things with each other off the court. And I don't mean partying. You can party with somebody off the court, that doesn't mean anything. I mean just going to dinners,
Right.
being over at each other's houses, watching and doing things that have nothing to do with basketball. And LeBron is still obsessed with basketball, which helps on one end, but on the other end, it has to turn people off.
Yeah.
And unless we bring everybody in, we're all having fun together. Like Draymond Green might just show up for the day over to Steph Curry's house, play with the kids, splash some swimming pool and stuff. That doesn't go on with the Cleveland Cavaliers.
No.
So now, probably the most interesting thing is going to be, where does LeBron James go? Where do you think?
Where do I think this is the best fit for him, or where do I think he goes?
Both.
I think the best fit for him will probably be in Boston, but they're not gonna have him in Boston. That young team, that's the best fit for him if he wants to win another championship. Boston's the best fit. He's gonna be a Laker though. He has a home out there. His kids go to school out there. The kids have a AAU team out there. He's gonna go to the Lakers. I don't think that's gonna be a good fit.
But the rumor is that it would be more of that the Clippers would be more interested if they go there. You know, it's going to be really hard, folks, for him to go somewhere. If you have, you
can't have him messing up your, like you said, you can't have him messing up the mentality either though.
The people who are in the know say that, like what you said, they say that Philadelphia would be the best fit for him. But why? Here's what you have to look at, folks. If he could play 3 more years at this level, why would you let him come and mess with your
Joel
young
Embiid,
kids?
Ben Simmons.
So you got those, and why you would let, he's going to come in and take over. He's not really coachable. So that puts the coach on back, which is really why he can't go to Boston.
Right.
Boston has the best coach. And there's no way that organization headed up by
Kyrie.
No, with the general manager and the
I forget his name.
There's no way he is going to allow that to happen, that you would mess with a coach that he plans on having for the next 20 years.
Like Jerry Sloan.
Yeah, he'll be
like Jerry Sloan.
He'll be like Red Auerbach. He'll be a legend there. Danny Ainge.
Yeah, Danny
Ainge is way too smart for that. So you're talking about, can you find a group of mature players who need to get a ring, and that is their thing. If LA could fix it so that they could have LeBron,
Paul wants to come home,
Paul George wants to come home,
and so does Kawhi,
and Kawhi Leonard.
They both want to come home.
If they could get those 3 together, because Kawhi Leonard has no ego about it, so it doesn't matter to him. Paul George, now he sees the end of the tunnel. He wants a ring.
Right.
And of course LeBron is LeBron. And they have the young kid out front that would work well with him. Unless they can pull something off like that, can't go to New York.
No.
Why would you go there? And if you have to build a team around him,
with the Clippers though,
you don't have enough time to build with the draft around LeBron James.
And that's how I feel about the Clippers. They're gonna have to build. They don't really have.
Yeah, what they have. But they got rid of everything.
Yeah, they stripped everything.
Yeah, they stripped everything.
So they do have lots of money.
They have a huge cap space. So what if the Clippers said, we can bring in LeBron, and we can bring Leonard, and are you talking about Kevin Love wants to come home too?
Yeah, Kevin Love.
Kevin Love is from Los Angeles. He went born and raised in LA, and he went to UCLA. He wants to come home. So you got 4 people plus LeBron. If the Clippers could pull that off, they have the money. Of course, the owner has the billionaire.
Right.
He has the money. The Clippers might stand a good chance. Houston, what do you think of LeBron Houston?
I think Houston's got a good thing. I don't think they're gonna mess with that chemistry. No. James Harden, LeBron and James Harden are similar players, whereas they both need the ball to create things, to make the team better around them. They both need the ball. They're not spot-up shooters. LeBron James likes to be with players that are spot-up shooters. J.R. Smith, Kyle Korver,
but
Ray Allen on the
here's
like spot-up shooters.
Here's an even bigger thing, though, man. LeBron could play with James Harden. James Harden doesn't have a problem letting his ego in the way. You know who he can't play with?
CP, thing? They're friends though.
He can't play with him, man.
Yeah.
That would probably break that friendship up.
Yeah.
He would.
Well, him and Dwayne, they had to go.
But Wade understands the business part of it, and he's at his last year, maybe a year left.
Right.
He said, "Hey, man, I'm glad you brought me up here, paid me some big money. I'm go right on back to Miami, and they're going to pay big money too."
Right.
So that'll be the big thing, folks. To come in with the draft, I think first round draft choice is going to be the kid from Texas.
Yep.
Really something.
I forget his name.
Yeah, he's got.
There's another also, folks. There's another kid from Arizona who's really good, but I think he's, we'll see how he plays. And there's the other kid I like from Oklahoma that looks like Malachi.
Yeah, I don't know about him, man. I don't know. He's
What's his name?
He scored a ton at the beginning of the year.
Yeah. Got bullied by West Virginia though.
Yeah. He looks like he's an Arab kid.
Yeah.
He looks Arab. He looks Arabic. And I don't know, man. He's only like 6'1".
Yeah.
He's not as big as Steph Curry, and that's what they were trying to.
Steph Curry's kind of big.
Steph Curry's 6'4".
He's deceptively what's that? Deceivingly big. Steph Curry's 6'4".
Yeah.
He's a big.
He's
Russell Westbrook's 6'5", and that's a big guard. Like, he's not a little guy.
No, Westbrook's big. I don't know if that kid, man. He's just a little small for me, but it's gonna be something
Interesting. Yeah.
That'll be the biggest thing at the end of the season. What comes from it, that and the fact that people do think that Cleveland quit. I don't know how LeBron gets around explaining punching a wall.
He got around it.
I mean,
he got around it.
You are a professional. You win, you lose.
Right.
And you move on. And not that you don't want to have emotion, but once that emotion moves past your passion and you start doing illogical things that are going to hurt you and hurt the team, it means that you still have some growing to do. Right. That's why they keep things like this keep up in the air of who was the best, Jordan or LeBron, which is another conversation.
We should have that on the show next time. We should have that conversation, folks. Who do we think's better? We'll come with stats, really educate you guys. But
it's different eras, folks. It's different eras what goes on. That, and then of course we still have the thing with the NBA, Steve Kerr. Do you think he'll be named the coach of the year?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, because they won that. I still think that the young man from
Brad
Boston
Stevens
should be named coach of the year. I think that he did the best. I tell you what, folks, though, we're going to close on that note. Get ready for the second segment. Thanks for watching.